Tip number 1, employ younger people to do the dangerous work. They are a lot cheaper to replace than your bones and joints. Tip number 2, there's no such thing as luck. But for God's sake, take your tree down. There's no reason to tempt fate. So here we are, folks, the last day of 2025. I'll admit, it's been a pretty good year for me. I'm almost done with my second album. I got nominated for Arkansas Country Artist of the Year. I got to meet some of my musical heroes like Jamie Johnson, Sean Kemp, and Hayes Carl. And I've been fortunate enough to scratch out a meager living by playing music and writing songs. Songwriting is my passion. I've been writing songs most of my life, but I never really liked anything I wrote. The best thing that ever happened to my songwriting was going to prison. It's not a method I would suggest for the young and up-and-coming songwriter. There are classes and courses you can go take that are much safer. Regardless, I spent most of 2018 as a ward of the Arkansas Department of Corrections. I'm going to pause the story right here because I think Towns found Jesus' dog on the tree.
Somebody's dog for like Jesus' dog?
Jesus' dog?
Yeah.
Jesus has a dog? Yes, Dad. Of course Jesus has a dog. He has all the dogs. All right, back to the story. As an aspiring artist, I was not unique in prison. In fact, it was cliche. Every dopehead and crack dealer automatically becomes the next rap superstar once incarcerated. In fact, sometimes I wondered how I might get to sleep after I was released without the sound of rap battles and slapping dominoes. It wasn't my fellow inmates that inspired me when I was in there. I did have a slight advantage over them as I was a musician before I was incarcerated. What prison did provide for me was a chance for some severe and sober self-reflection. It's not that drugs weren't available inside. In fact, they were readily available. But something in me had changed. For the first time in my life, I realized that I was incapable. Obviously, my choices in life had led to my current situation. I was done being my own boss. I had been thrown into the lion's den by my own hands, and if I continued on this path, my choices could keep me there indefinitely. If the lions didn't kill me in the process. I've called myself a Christian all my life, but it was here that I finally submitted and gave my life to the Lord. Just like Daniel, I knew the only way out without being dismembered by the beast was full faith. And just like Daniel, I was delivered. There were still plenty of scary moments, but I resolved to pray, read the Bible, and write with any spare time I had. I wrote over 130 songs with my time in there, which I mailed to Abby, who curated them for me. Some were terrible. Some have made it to being recorded on my albums. Shortly after my release, I went to Jackson Hewitt to get my taxes done. The portly lady that was doing the paperwork noticed that some of my income was associated with the Arkansas Department of Corrections, as I was in the work release program the last few months of my stay there. As I explained this to her, she became quite agitated with me and quipped that she hoped I learned my lesson. I went on to tell her that I had found my faith and turned my life over to the Lord, in which she responded, "How cliche." Wait, what? I was pissed. How dare her? But on the drive home, after a quick prayer, I realized, she's right. I also realized that the only thing more cliche than that would be to slip right back into being a drug dealer, a heathen, instead of a songwriter and a follower of Christ, which would inevitably lead to the return stay with the state, or worse, death. So to the squatty Jackson Hewitt lady in North Little Rock, Arkansas, thank you. Thank you for checking my pride and strengthening my resolve to follow my Lord who delivered me from the depths of hell. Oh, and thank you for the inspiration for this song that I penned immediately after our encounter. It's the first one where I felt like, might really have something. It also holds the secret to always keeping your New Year's resolution. So listen up, people. And remember, no matter how cliche it might be, there's no bad way to come to the Lord. Happy New Year, people. The early bird gets the worm. If money grew on trees, I'd probably wake up early and then I quit writing songs like these. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, and what about movies? I might not have found God in prison, but that's sure where He found me. If a bird in the hand is worth 2 birds in the tree, I don't understand, all that never made sense to me. Sorry I missed your call, leave your message after the beep. Well, I know that ain't a cliche, but hey, Vern, it's me. And only time will tell, this is heaven or this is hell. And it's all in His hands, yeah, you can say that again. And if I had $1 for every time I heard that phrase, I could write a song with meaning instead of full of damn cliches. They say time will heal a broken heart. I guess that much is true. This drink I had must have pulled a scab, and I think I'm bleeding through. The road goes on forever, and how to reach the end. Well, I hope it is a cul-de-sac so I can loop back again. If a penny saved is $1 earned, I'd gladly make the trade. All the dollars that you've earned for these pennies that I've saved. If patience is a virtue and pride the biggest sin, I'd proudly bust up all my clocks and never be proud again. And only time will tell if this is heaven or this is hell. And it's all in His hands, yeah, you can say that again. And if I had $1 for every time I heard that phrase, I could write a song with meaning instead of full of damn cliches. Gonna keep my New Year's resolution. This time I know I can, 'cause I found the solution, resolved to never resolute again. If beauty's in the beholder's eyes, well, I guess that's good for you. 'Cause if I had to hold her, well, I hope love's blind too. And if you're out there listening, if this song made sense to you, well then, ism, plasm, pudding, plot, giggle, gaggle, goo.